Welcome back to the two-time Money Super 1 British Karting Championships. It's Jnr TKM up next. The man on fire at the last round at Clay Pigeon joins me, Oliver Richardson. Now, Ollie, you're 15, I think, now. Yeah. You've been racing karts for 5 years. This, though, is the first time we've seen you in Super 1. Now, I like that because you've plied your trade at club level. Why has it taken you 5 years, though?
I think we never really thought that we could actually compete at this level, so we've done a few clubbies and saw what we could do, and then once we started doing well at clubbies, we thought it might be time to move up to here.
And obviously a very, very good decision because you're right in contention. After Clay Pigeon, won both finals. You're only 3 points off the maximum after Clay Pigeon, or at Clay Pigeon. So you're 2 points off the lead from Abby Pulling. And interestingly, you've probably heard that Andy Pulling, Abby's dad, tagged you straight away to me at Larkhall as the person he thought would provide his daughter with the biggest challenge this year, and clearly that looks like it's been the case. That make you proud when you hear somebody say something like that?
Yeah, it's always good to hear that other people think that you can do well as well, so I've just got to try and prove them right.
And I think you come from Cambridge, so it's quite a trip up to Rowrah. How much have you done up here?
Yeah, we're about half an hour out of Cambridge, so this is the first time here. I think the only tracks I've been to this year are Shedington and Rissington, so Larkhall and Clay has sort of just had the 2 practice sessions to get used to it. So I managed to get used to it yesterday in the 2 practice sessions. But it's just, as well, it comes with all the setup, trying to get used to the setup, get the setup right. So with it being wet, I had to get used to it in the wet and try and get the setup right for there. So I think that's the most difficult part about it, but it makes it more fun.
Yeah, and that makes your performances at Clay Pigeon even more remarkable than if you'd not been there before. What do you make of the track here?
I think, yeah, it's a really fun track as well. With the elevation changes down the back straight and through the first 3 corners, and you've got the 2 hairpins to make some good moves, so it should be a good track to make some moves.
And we saw Harry Moore come in a few years ago as a rookie in TKM Extreme, highly competitive class, as is this, of course, and win as a rookie. Clearly, that's what you'd love to do. Clearly, you're capable of doing that, looking at your performances so far. But what's your thinking this weekend at a track you've not been to? What are you looking to achieve this weekend?
Well, I think we came into this championship not really expecting much, just sort of wanted to see the drive at the end of the year. So we've had the first 2 rounds have been really well, but this weekend for the first 2 heats we haven't been able to get the setup right, and for qualifying we had a really bad qualifying. So it looks so far that this might be a drop round for us, so it hasn't gone well this weekend. But we've just got to see how we can do in the pre-final and the final.
Okay, well, good luck.
Thank you.
Archie, just been speaking to Dave Plasson about the new ARC Shadow chassis. You've been on it for how long?
I tested it at the end of March and been running it since. And
great result for you at Clay Pigeon. You're only 2 points off Oliver Richardson's total score on the weekend, just 2 points off the lead effectively for points scored at that round. Where's that put you in terms of the championship, do you think?
After Larkhall we had a pretty bad round, and then after Clay, we've moved up to 7th without drops.
Okay, and this weekend, Rowrah, is this one of your favourite circuits?
It's one of my favourite circuits in the dry, but not so much in the wet, which it was yesterday for most of it.
And today in the dry though, what can you do you think?
Hopefully win.
Okay, well, good luck.
Cheers.
Well, he's got some work to do to get there if he's going to. Butterworth from pole position, then it's Spencer Stevenson, reigning champion Abby Pulling alongside Connor Kearney, then it's Davies, Strong, Taylor, Kidd, Oates and Richardson in the top 10. That's a very competitive first 5 rows of the grid. Keep an eye on the likes of Alex Page from 14th on the grid. He's sure to try and make up some positions, and Will Orton on that back row of the grid will not want to finish as low as 21st. Out of the final turn and charge. It's a good start from Stevenson. He's going to get the lead early doors as we ride on board with Archie Strong, tucked in behind Abby Pulling, who's down to 4th in the first chicane. But this is Abby Pulling. She's never going to be settling for 4th position. Told ya! Straight up the inside for Connor Kearney. Into 3rd. Stevenson's gone wide and Butterworth's back into the lead. So only a short run at the lead. No, Stevenson gets it back again. So they were drifting wide, the pair of them. Butterworth then slots back into 2nd position. Look at that! 4-5 wide through Iredales. Even in the wet, I have not seen that before. brilliant stuff in the midfield. But up front, it is Dan Butterworth who is trying to get one over on the new race leader, Spencer Stevenson, leading rookie, and the race leader. Butterworth, though, is the championship leader.
The names on your left of your screen, guys, the numbers in blue and white are basically all of the rookies in this championship, in this class. That's Conor Kearney's information, currently on the 68, right in front of us here in fourth place. You come through the final turn, paddock bend, across the finish line, where the starter will hold out any warning signs into the chicane. You've got a curb here on the right. This curb there, if you don't run a sprocket protector and you run that curb, you risk taking your chain off, and we've got a change for fourth place.
That's Strong. Strong has made the move on Kearney. No, he hasn't.
Not quite, doesn't quite hold on to it.
Now,
Abby Pulling looking up the inside, she can't get that done either.
That's for the championship lead. Keep an eye on the battle between Butterworth and Stevenson, because if, Butterworth and Pulling, because if Pulling gets past Dan Butterworth, she takes the lead in the championship.
Exactly, she came into this round leading the championship.
And there she goes!
And that will give her the championship lead back in the championship lead by 1 point. There you go, that's the confirmation. The championship points live will update when they go through the start-finish line at the end of each lap, but Pulling came in as the championship leader, but Butterworth has had a sterling day, and he currently leads it until they go through the start-finish line.
There goes Strong. Strong through the
making up a place. In the end, he does get past Kearney for that fourth place.
Well, he's been building up to that for about a lap and a half as Archie Strong. Good to see him make the move into fourth position. He's our cameraman. We ride over the curbs at the chicane and now up towards McRae's. But Pulling is in the championship lead by just 1 point now, courtesy of her passing Dan Butterworth on the gold cart. So leading the way is her teammate Spencer Stevenson, the top rookie in the championship and in the race, of course. There's Kearney running in there just in front of Zach Taylor. Then it's Oates, Wigley, another one of the top rookies, Morgan Kidd, who's doing a great job in her first season in the championship as well. She was recovered brilliantly from that big off at Lark Hall during that weekend. She had a bit of a headache for a long time, but she's getting back on with it. A nice little battle in the midfield. We've got a spinner up in the back. That is Jensen Davis, who has gone off there just in the back of your picture. So Jensen Davis went off, unfortunately had a bit of a spin. Hopefully Jensen's going to be able to get that back together. Up the inside, here comes Strong for Butterworth. Well, that's definitely going to give Pulling a good advantage in the championship. Another 2 points gained.
Purple sector for Archie Strong in sector 1. Purple sector for Aston Wigley in sector 2. So those are the guys that seem to have the pace.
Wigley is moving forward. Morgan Kidd is still there in the top 10 with... Oh, it's getting very tricky to see now. Lots of water coming on the camera lens for Archie Strong. But Butterworth slotted into fourth position. He's now 3 points back from Abby Pulling in the championship if it finishes like this. But Abby is closing up on Spencer Stevenson. Dan McEwen there in 10th place. He's just put a purple sector in sector 3 and has made up 7 places. So not surprised to see Dan McEwen there. There's the information. Made up 7 places so far in 10th. And he's the fastest man in sector 3 currently. Abby Pulling right on terms with her teammate now as they come up towards St John's again. This is going to be an interesting one as Pulling gets very close to the back of Stevenson. There's the second rookie. The details there for the 53, Morgan Kidd, running in 9th position at the moment. And her colleague in the female contingent, Abby Pulling, up in front, the reigning champion, trying to work her magic again on Spencer Stevenson, who turns very deep into the chicane that time, and that's going to cost him a little bit of momentum. Is this the opportunity Pulling's going to be looking for to get through? Not quite yet, but maybe. Oh, Stevenson's going to run out wide. Now Pulling has to hang back, otherwise they would have hit each other there, so Pulling hangs back. Strong is not going to wait for an invitation. He's going to try and get up the inside. There's more grip there than they realise, and Strong very nearly gets in a second.
Strong, the fastest man on the track, 101.24 against Pulling's 101.45. So Strong it is that has the momentum at the moment.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dave Classen's put some big magic together in this chassis, hasn't he?
He has indeed. They come out of the Stuart S's, come back towards. We've got a few issues. You'll notice perhaps on the left of your screen, the timing's not updating exactly as they cross the finish line. I think that's because of the issues we're having in the rain. I know we're having a few problems with the cameras in the rain.
That's got to be weather related.
I think the timing as well. It's this fine wet rain, Jake, and with the wind, that fine misty rain, with the 25 mile an hour, 30 mile an hour winds, it just gets into every little crevice.
Let's not forget as well that we're in the heart of a quarry, which doesn't make the weather any easier to deal with at all.
Well, it has its own microclimate, Rowrah, doesn't it? You never know, it can be sunny everywhere else, raining here, or sunny here and raining everywhere else.
And And that's even up to and including 2 miles down the road as well. So it's a tricky part of the world, whatever happens in terms of motorsport, and we've seen some cracking races as a result.
Look at
it's so difficult to see what's going on as a result of the weather, and that's Pulling through into the lead. Pulling has got through into the lead now. Her championship rival, Dan Butterworth, is in 4th position, so that's going to give Pulling, let me do the math here, it was a 3-point cushion. She's got to the lead, so that's now an
extra 2 points.
That's an extra 2 points, so that's 5 points now on the championship leader. So and up the inside comes Strong. Strong's going to get to 2nd. Well, Stevenson, that's a real headache. Down to 3rd position he goes, but Archie Strong is absolutely on it.
Yeah, you see the championship points top left of your screen there, just updated exactly when Abby Pulling went across the line. She went from 5.51 to 5.53, so 5-point championship lead now. And Butterworth, who's had a great weekend so far, it's all going a little bit pear-shaped for him in the final. He would have hoped to have gone out the championship lead here at the end of this race, but it doesn't look like it. He's down now in 4th place.
Well, Archie Strong is currently 6th in the championship, and even if he got past Abby Pulling, then championship order wouldn't change, because Pulling would lose 2 points and Strong would gain 2. So they'd stay in the positions, but Strong is doing a fantastic job. And considering the fact that from his point of view, he's not really in the championship fight. He will want to go for this. He's not interested in championship points. He's not interested in battles for position, other than the victory. The only thing he wants from this is the race win. The advantage he'll have is that Pulling will know, with Butterworth down in 4th position, she'll take the lead in the championship, whether she finishes 1st or 2nd.
It's that dot, and now we've lost the main camera, Jake.
Oh no!
The main camera, which is to the left of our position here, has just gone off, so we're going to use the on-board footage here to cover the main part of the circuit. Unfortunately, again, I said, that wet rain just gets into everything. It's just that fine misty rain, but it's the 25-mile-an-hour winds blowing it into the lens, and unfortunately it's affected this camera. So for the next race we will move the camera from the final turn into that position, because this is the camera that covers most of the circuit, of course. But fortunately we've got some great onboard footage here from Archie Strong, and Strong is absolutely on it. And as you were saying, Jake, and intimating there, there's a dynamic going on here. Strong knows Pulling can't afford to go off. He can throw one up the inside, and he knows, Archie Strong, I'm sorry, girlie, you have to give me that. So as soon as he goes up the inside, here he goes. He can.
Well, we say that.
She's not giving him it.
We say that. This is Abby Pulling. She's a champion. She's one of the best racers in the country. I don't think so, Archie. If that's your best move, try something else.
Nope, you're not coming up the inside there, my friend. I'm holding on to it.
Well, I'll tell you what, the girls are doing a fantastic job today, because we've got Morgan Kidd well up in the top 10 as well. She's up to 8th now. Great to see
Morgan having a great day as well. 8th, she's the best of the rest in terms of the rookie race, and it is a big grid here. You can see all those blue and white numbers there. They're all rookies. Stevenson, we know, is an amazing talent. Came into this as my pick for the championship. But Morgan Kidd having a great day, 8th place, Jake.
Yeah, there's only 2 rookies in the top 10, and one of those is Morgan Kidd, so fair play. A nice move up the inside for position. Now, who is that? Was that Morgan Kidd? I think that was Kidd on Kearney, making the move up into 7th place.
I think you're right. I think it was.
So we'll keep an eye on the leaders, but we'll have a look on the timing screens as well, because we've got to stay with this battle. Strong is going to find a way past Abby Pulling if he has anything to say about it. They come across the line with 2 minutes 44 on the clock, plus that 1 lap in addition, of course. And it's going to be a really interesting battle. Yes, Kidd was through into 7th place on Kearney. Yeah. So now she is a whisker away from the top 6. Has she got time to catch up to Zach Oates and get herself into a top 6 position for the first time? Well, just as we're talking about Abby Pulling potentially making the step up to cars, she did have a go at Jnr Juniors at the start of the year, did the first 3 rounds, but they didn't have the budget to continue the season. So she thought, well, I know how to win the Jnr TKM championship, I'll win it again. So that's their game plan for 2018. If she does leave at the end of 2018, we've got another fast female to pick up the mantle, and that is Morgan Kidd.
Exactly, Morgan Kidd's looking right on it, and there's no doubt that Abby Pulling, she is somebody that a lot of the girls in karting do look up to now. She's the only girl in the history of the sport to have won a Junior Super 1 title. You can see how good she is.
Oh, they go Strong though. She's not going to get it back this time. Or is she?
She is.
On the way out the turn. Oh my, well, that's how good she is.
I'll have that back on the switchback, thank you very much. I'll let you up the inside and I'll get it back going down
Archie.
past Clubhouse. Have another look at this replay.
Oh, Archie, you're going to have to work so hard to get this victory off of Abby Pulling.
This is a lovely move, by the way. She runs wide. She's looking for the grip on the outside. So she knows now he's got no grip. He's on the rubber. And she can now get the power down slightly earlier and just take the place back. Nice as you like, but that's some great driving by both drivers.
Do you know what? If there's any woman currently able to get to Formula One on pure talent, never mind money, on pure talent, it's Abby Pulling right now. She's doing an absolutely terrific job in the British Championships. And if she went across to Europe, they'd be frightened. It's such a shame that she hasn't quite got the budget to run in the European Championships, because she'd make mincemeat of some of the talent in that field. But here in Britain, Abby Pulling is without a doubt the #1 Junior TKM driver in the country.
Did you say he is?
Yes. I did, no, my apologies.
Sorry, she is.
My apologies, yes, she is indeed one of, if not the best, British Junior TKM driver in the country. But Archie Strong is absolutely resolute. I know I can beat you, Abby. I know I can get there. I am going to make it happen, as we look back to Will Orton, who has put himself back into 20th position again. So,
he's ploughing alone.
Oh, here we go. Archie Strong's found a gap in Iredale's. And is he going to get the door shut? No, he's not. Abby Pulling's back through. This is just going to go on and on and on. And considering we are now on the penultimate lap, look at the time we've got left. We're going to run out of seconds. These two need to sort this out, because there's a good chance Stevenson could snatch the win from both of them.
Stevenson's fancying the job now. Butterworth's still there in 4th place. I think he's going to have to content himself with that unless these two take each other off. Strong's going to go for the lead, I'm sure. Can he hold on to it, though, if he gets it?
Well, why would he settle for 2nd position? This could be the highest he'll run all season.
Here we go.
He's going to get a good run off the turn.
He's got to keep his foot in.
Well, Abby's going to try and hold it round the outside, and that's it. Now he's done it.
That's what I was saying, Jake. She can't afford to fight too hard, and he knew it.
Well, now he's made it happen. The fastest lap of the race, another of the top rookies. That's Max Davies, who's in 13th position at the moment, just tucked in behind Harry Yardley-Rose. Good to see him putting on a good show, but that's the first time all race we've had a clean bit of road in front of us. Archie Strong is leading the race, but of course, as we've already mentioned, that doesn't change a thing in terms of the points, because, in terms of the number of points, Pulling's back on the inside. Pulling does want to win. Strong gets in right back past.
A move that was by Strong.
Well, I did say, didn't I, that Archie was going to have to bring his A game to beat Abby Pulling, and he marched right into that inside apex, took it back.
That's one of the best moves I've seen for a few years, I've got to be honest. Fantastic move to get the lead back.
And a deserving winner, Archie Strong. I can beat her. Yes, I can, and I've just proved it. Archie Strong gets the job done from Pulling in 2nd. Spencer Stevenson is 3rd. From Butterworth, Oates and Taylor, a great effort from Morgan Kidd to be in 7th place. Another top rookie performance. Dan McKeown is 8th. From Connor Kearney in 9th. And Aston Wigley in P10. But a victory from Archie Strong in fantastic fashion, with one of the best overtaking moves you'll ever see at Rowrah. Pulling in 2nd, and that gives her the lead again.
Archie, normally we interview someone, it's the kiss of death, but not for you this weekend. We interviewed you earlier. You were talking about that new chassis you're on. Obviously, you're very happy with it today. You took the win.
Yeah, it felt really good in the wet and dry. It was just consistently quick all weekend.
And who do you want to thank for your weekend?
I want to thank Tim Wilson, David Classen for giving me the chassis, and all my sponsors.
Okay, well done.
Cheers.
Well, Abby Pulling is back in the lead of the championship, but only by 3 points to Butterworth. Stevenson is 3rd from Richardson and Kearney. It's still close, with Mini X30 up next.